Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to those returning souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's take a big breath and sync up our energies. Taking some of that cleansing smoke through the ethers. We have, for today's Daily Dharma, just a few pre-messages coming in where I laid out first from the Animal Totems deck. Squirrel came out, surprisingly, but not surprisingly at the same time. I keep, everywhere I go, because this is late summer, I'm hearing little rustling in the trees, and I just know that there's little squirrels going all over the place, being busy for the coming season. And so this is also representing us being busy with spirit and with all of the different tasks that we have set out to do and accomplish, whether in this day or in this life. And it comes out, okay, squirrel, always prepared. And I love the little chickadee birds as well. It says, you're the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. And it comes out with Ladybug. Good luck. We'll take it, right? You are a bright energy. Let go of worry and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless this world with color and with good luck. And so there's some kind of blessing coming in that you are being prepared to receive, is what I'm hearing. And it's due to some of the consistent hard work and hard play that you have done in the recent times. And from the code card deck, we had two coming out in the pre-shuffle. First, Cosmic Flower, and then Perception. Cosmic Flower is the card that talks about the DNA coming online. It's like dormant codes being awakened is how I take the Cosmic Flower card. And so it's like that late bloomer into our various magical sensibilities. And so it says it activates remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. And as I was shuffling for the next card, Perception, I was looking at the ladybug and the squirrel card, and I was getting something about there's this kids show, Miraculous, and it features these like teens that can transform themselves into some hero self, and it has these special little attributes of this of their animal familiar, and the girls, the main character is the ladybug. And so I was like hearing the word miraculous, and then the perception comes out. And so this activation of this dormant code is some miraculous perception of how spirit is preparing us to receive something. And so stay with me here. So on the shamanic decks, I've got two decks shuffled into one, and I was shuffling pretty good, and I was like, well, I'm just going to leave it here. And I got this stack. I haven't looked at them. They're face down, and it looks like there's 5 cards. We're going to get into those together. But under the deck, when I separated it, it wanted to be laid out into stacks. The first stack on the underneath of the deck was Falling Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy. And we were talking about this quite a bit in yesterday's 2-part Daily Dharma about the point of realization. It's like the ability to waken ourselves in the moment to become the lucid dreamer that chooses love over fear in its complete essence. And so it was talking about how we can, like the game, the child's game, Chutes and Ladders, how we can get to a certain point and sometimes slip back down into our comfort zones. And that's what I'm feeling with this falling angel. There was something that was put to the side, whether it was something that we doubted or that we saw only limitation in our way between ourselves and our gifts or our abundance. And our miraculous perception here in the moment is unlocking some kind of good luck, and to then awaken to our ability to move like a boss. I'll just leave that one like that. So both of the beloved cards come out today, which, if memory serves, has happened one time in the past. If it's happened more than once, I'd be surprised. But some of my cards love to come out together and to really double down on messages. So even though they didn't come out side by side, I'll show you the two stacks that they're in. We get the beloved radical acceptance and the beloved card here coming out with this straddling between realms, the wandering between realms, straddling worlds card. And I'll give you a look at that one. And that stack is pretty small, so maybe we'll take one or two from behind each one of the stacks as we go. There's only two more stacks here. I'm seeing the Joyful Muse card, and it really wanted to show this one too. And a recent reading was all about this making our exit, because it was like there's this older song, give me 3 steps, mister, and you'll never see me no more. Show me the back door. And that one came out with that when I had already been talking about there was this really exaggerating tiptoe, like boy, boy, boy. And so it's something that Spirit is calling our attention to, because look at the ostentatious creativity here, this very, very interesting cat depiction, which seems so ill-placed on such a deep deck, but that's what makes it so special. It's its own character. It's like main character vibes as well with the Joyful Muse. It's like you come into this world with a very interesting mastery of your creative essence. And so you are an inspiration muse for many. You paint with more colors and more audacity than many people would ever dare or even be aware of, were it not for you out here coloring outside of the lines, quite literally. And so, yeah, it's like you're not afraid to be a little bit more, like, let's say, extra. You probably maybe talk with your hands or demonstrate things, or, you would not be afraid to tap your toe or move with the music a little bit. But maybe you would not let go unless in a safe, resonant situation. I'm splitting this deck interesting to Caterpillar Opportunity, Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing, Whale Song, Resonating, and the other two. So this is all about, being your audacious, interesting, and unique self, being a little bit extra in any way that feels right to you, because the right people are going to be called to you from great distances, because there is no time and there is no space, right? And so to feel very deeply into ourselves and to admit that really is what unlocks that good luck and right timing. Oh, and the ladybug, good luck with the Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing at 911 on the timer. And the Caterpillar Opportunity, it's like, okay, it's reminding me in the moment, okay, so I'll admit today there's a little bit of diva energy on me, because before going on camera, I was really deep in meditation, asking for what the messages were that wanted to come through, and now we've got a confirmation dirt bike or side by side or something. So it's like I was sitting here getting quite deep and looking for a connection with either Hilarion or Hypatia. And they both seemed to be there. And anyways, it was talking about presentation and being willing to take the opportunity to dare greatly and to make something work. Like yesterday's, after the 2 daily dharmas, we did a third message, and it was there is no spoon. And it was talking all about like not looking directly at the problem and being able to master a situation by being the open channel that can perceive that it's just a veil. It's just something to be worked around. There is no problem. And so, anyways, I was in my meditation working with Spirit looking for these deep messages, and Spirit's like, oh yeah, your presentation, yeah, it's all right. Your crazy hair is acceptable, but what's up with that outfit? And I wasn't wearing this. And I was like, my outfit? And I thought it was okay. So this is the dialogue with the higher self, I guess. And it was some kind of a goddess energy. I kid you not. And they're like, yeah, no. And it was just like, I thought it was kind of cute little tank top thing. It's red with some like elephant thing, like boho type of a design. I thought it was okay. And Spirit's like, no. If you're going to channel the goddess of the divas, you got to look nice. So I hope they approve. I got a little bit of matching the garden. Anyways, I get that a little bit here where it's like Spirit wants us to take pride in our appearance and to not play small any of those messages that need to find their way to you at this time. And also from yesterday's message, talking about that breakthrough moment, that point of realization. Is it a impermeable brick wall, or is it just a veil? Is it just an illusion that we can't go forward, that we can't make those big gains or those big pushes, or it's not too late to fall in love, all those messages, you know? And so under the deck here, the last stack, look at this. We have the wall, and it has a keyhole on it, and it splits here to empty well, time to replenish. So it looks like you are somebody who wanders between realms quite regularly and does a lot of energy for the collective at large. I was sensing that many of you here will be ones who listen to messages that start out with dear ones or beloved, and so you may be listening to the channelings from those higher ascended masters and angelic and cosmic and star being materials and energies already. And it's showing me that there's some kind of unity consciousness for you. And I want to look under this beloved here. There's no kidding. Okay, I've just made another connection. Okay, so in between the straddling worlds that we were just talking about in this beloved, we have the crow and repairing the veil, forgiveness. And so between the beloveds, it's like talking about breaking through that unity consciousness, the messages from the other side, this mediumship that wants to come through. It wants us to be playful and to make our amends in the moment while we can, instead of having what the pre-messages were saying is like, quit throwing things away, quit throwing people away, and then we will remain present in ourselves and for ourselves, because when we leave something, we're either believing in the brick wall. Well, okay, I mean, but don't stay in a low-paying job that exploits you. Don't stay in abusive friendships or family systems, and don't stay with somebody in a marriage for years on end that just leads you down a path of destructive energy. That's obvious, right? But it's about getting the messages that many things, we're here to repair the veil in some type of a way, because we are operating in this frequency level. We're like out here in the astral, repairing the tears in the leaky systems, right? We're like patching the boat, patching the collective Merkaba spirit, the collective brain, doing like collective cosmic brain surgery here in the ethers or something. It takes all of us in the village. Oh, and there's a needle and thread down here in the garden. And it's like something about trusting our ability to heal systems. It's like I have always been of the mind not to stick around if something isn't right. But barring the extreme situations, there's also that little caveat that we can't escape, that if we look in the mirror, we can often see what it was that drew us to that situation in the first point. And if there's something there for us, then we will be compelled to continue to do something. But it's up to us to shift the approach, because we can stay in the same dynamic with, or the same people and places, and adopt a completely updated perception, a different avatar hero self, and prepare for this new awareness to dawn, because we can wake each other up. So this crow energy under the beloved is like telling us to not tear ourselves apart from situations and to believe the worst type of a thing. And under this falling angel, which would be avoiding that belief in love and following fear and falling back into the comfort zone or the ball of neurosis from yesterday's reading. Look at this. Falling angel came out with Earth recently, and it's coming out that way again. Falling down to earth, getting back into nature to hear and listen to the spirits. And it comes out with this crow raven energy, the courage to step into life, the perfect storm. Number 44 there, and we have 33 over here with Joyful Muse. So it's like there's some type of advice to, if there's been some type of humbling circumstance or some type of rock in a hard place where we've had to awaken something or to prepare ourselves to deal with something. It's like we can stay in present in our playful energy in some type of a way here. But we've got to take care of the self first. I'm really excited to see what's under the deck. We've got Pachamama, the moon, the corn, the serpent, and the horned cactus, resourcefulness. So I would say right now, we are in the year of the wood snake, Chinese Lunar New Year of the serpent, learning a lot of wisdom, shedding old layers. And as we shed those layers, we're asked again and again what serves and what doesn't. And how do we release old grudges and things like that, or old situations, and reach for higher and embody higher. And so this talks a lot to me about the Venusian, Taurian assets and how we can see what we have to contribute to something. So many of you may be getting back into assessing your offerings or something this year and getting something stabilized, to get back into something that was cast off for a time, because there was some type of spiritual narcolepsy that led us through this corn maze where we weren't quite able to get that abundance funneled back in. So there was some type of lack. But with this moon cycle that's going on here, with this, we're in the eclipse cycle now, there's something that wants to be communicated here from that earthly, from the return to earth. So it's a return to the Mother Earth, to the moon cycle, to the to the self. So anything that places us back on ourselves, so abandonment, rejection, those types of things. It was coming through with something earlier about that, and it's not It's not quite there. If it comes through, we'll talk about it. But yeah, so there's two beloveds on the deck. So as we get into the code cards, let's find out what Spirit wants us to know about this beloved, mirroring the beloved in self and others, not throwing away friends, family, and loved ones, unconditional love. Yeah. And to remember how to stay joyful and creative. That's right. To be the muse. Yeah, a lot of Heyoka empath energy has been coming through in recent weeks. It's obviously because I vibe with that collective. But that joyful muse is definitely Heyoka energy. But it's kind of more the bright side of the Heyoka for the most part. But it attracts the darkness to complete the cycle in the circuit. Romantic love, that was the answer to the question. We've got two beloveds on the deck, or on the desk here, under the desk, under the deck. What's under the desk? My shoes. Healing energy. So we've got healing energy and romantic love coming out of some kind of confusion and being prepared for some type of lucky chance meeting. Yeah, somebody who, if we're just being ourselves, then they can see us in the moment. But there's something about taking pride in self and just walking with your head held high, making sure to pay attention to those that are paying attention to you. And when you're in that healing high vibe space, then opportunities are attracted to you from miles away, and they will take a right turn at Albuquerque just to intersect your path cosmically. So you may be having a chance meeting. We've got a few cards that have come out face down. A few more spins through the deck. Let's get some other cards. And now we have authority. So there's some kind of boss up energy, authority, in the idea of being under your own autonomy and feeling good about who you are and how you're showing up in the world. Being powerful, directed, and realized, yet still receptive, wise, and loving. So the conceiving of this authority is like taking yourself more seriously even, and birthing a new way of being where you can integrate your spirituality and your material self, it seems, because we've got that falling angel comes back to earth not to fail. It's not a failure, it's a bounce back. And so sometimes it's like, like I'm getting an analogy from basketball. If you just hold the ball super tight and you never dribble the ball, then that's called traveling. So it's kind of like that wandering card, wandering between realms and not ever taking a position. But to dribble the ball is to dare to move out of your comfort zone, to bounce up against the floor. And it's kind of a weird analogy, but Spirit gives me what it gives me. And so it's kind of like you've got to dribble the ball before you throw it into the basket. So there's something about integration too here. Oh, yeah, throat chakra comes next to integrating and expressing your own personal truth and having authority over your own life. And here's that point of realization again, where you're realizing that what you say matters and that what you say is a prayer and that it's also a manifestation. So it's like, I was thinking also before this, I don't do spell work, but don't I? I practice the spoken word quite intentionally, so therefore I am. Compassion, though, and then earth and Mount Shasta. So there's definitely a lot of mountain energy as well here, and I can't remember the pre-message too much, but it was giving an image of a mountain and somewhere where either if you live in a mountainous region, then this is maybe more for you and your confirmation in that regard. But for others of us, maybe we have recently seen a depiction or representation of a mountain recently, and this may be our personal message of what this is for. But it's talking about this Mount Shasta vibe of being in the right place at the right time to channel the correct vibrational frequencies through to earth, and having this realization. And I think that I think I'll get into the cards that are on the desk. So first one, we have Star Seer. Look at that. Upliftment and lifting one up into the stars. I feel like there is recognition for many of us coming through. Spirit is lifting many of us up for some type of recognition. It could just be within your organization or within your friend group, or in front of somebody who's a potential romantic partner. It's like you're being presented, and you're being asked to follow your bliss in some way, to get out of your normal comfort zone routines, to maybe even vary your commute, because when the mood strikes you, that's when Spirit's like, psst, destiny, 2:00, and so take the redirect, have fun with it, say, yes, I have time for that, I trust it, and if there's a detour, there's a detour. It comes out with Shine Your Light, another hit on the number 44, which was the courage to step into your life. That's beautiful. Yes. Courage to step into your life is like Spirit is kind of giving you these intersecting signs and synchronicities. Jumpstart my heart, I'm hearing, and it's like boosting your luminosity. It's boosting your ability to be seen. And yes, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say gifting you to each other. And underneath, no, stop it. Underneath the courage to step into life, we have the giveaway, and then we have heart home and first breath, beginner's mind, with skywriting the fates and ghost dance. Yeah, getting over the illusion. The ghost dance is all about the veil, dragon's horde protecting the future, and the sun. We've got a couple of depictions and numbers from the sun here. So, all right, let's not get too many cards here. There's something about coming back home to your heart. Some of you may be going back to your hometown or something like that, to an earlier time in some way, or having some nostalgia, or visiting it in astral and reframing or reimagining who you have the potential to shapeshift yourself into. Was it not for some type of misguided belief in something that you were told to doubt about yourself? How would it be to dare greatly, to be this other version of yourself, because you can do it now. You can give yourself that permission. The next view, yes, I was hoping we'd get to this. We have 31 magic, 32 Merkaba, and 21 divine feminine. So first of all, also in the pre-messages, I was hearing, I was doing this thing. What was I doing? I was doing like this thing, and it was like the Jetsons in the Merkaba ship, and it was like, meet George Jetson, and then it goes through like his family members and stuff. But it was something about the Merkaba is all about your energy shield and field, and how that clear and all embracing encapsulation on the material is kind of stitched together and woven with intention and energy, and it's like repairing your own veil from a stoic brick wall to integrate more colors, more frequency, more movement and liberation, so that you can be this beloved, delightful, inspirational muse to uplift yourself and others into their empowered authority and have them fall back in love with themselves and with the abundant universe. And that's what the divine feminine is. It's here to remind us that we are the magic. We are the host and the container for all that transpires here in the material planes. We are the invocation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so where do we go from there? So let's get some of these code cards out. We're right at the end of the video. I wish that I would have a few more resources myself, and that brings me full circle to one last request. Anybody that would ever like to throw some donations my way, I generally use Venmo so far in the description box, but we're going to unlock some new membership portals. That'll be a good way to get in on some more specific reads for yourself and help a sister out in the meantime. So join us for that. We're going to get some super chats, super stickers, and ways to support the channel that way. But yeah, just like, subscribe, and come along for the ride. Lend your energies, because yeah, we're here for love. So yeah, lend your energies here. Have faith that this confusing circumstance, you're being prepared in some type of unprecedented way for this good luck and beloved energy to find you. And there's the recognition card once again. Yeah, full circle. It's about you gaining this promotion from spirit into a return to love. So that's ultimately a return to oneself, which then allows for us to mirror the reflection of that in those in our environment. So when you are love, my dear beloved one, you are a magnet for love in return. I'm sending you so much love right now. Thank you so much for coming along, lending your energies. I appreciate you. It's a personal message for the few that are still here. Gifted. You are very gifted, divine one, and you have some sacred writings that you're either reading or producing. Have the confidence to work on this diligently, because it's here to unlock parts of your intuition, to take you through this storm, through this next layer, to put your life and others in the right order. So this is an activation code. You're channeling something from beyond this time and space with contact. And yeah, you're safe and protected from this while you're making this shift into your power. So keep it really simple. You are worthy. And there's harmonic codes coming online to help you take this flight. You have all the knowledge that you need. And this powerful divine vibrational shift is coming in for you. It's an answer to your prayers. Ooh, and it's some type of very intimate material development as well. So sensual delight as well coming in with this return of spirit.